Yeah, we're so glad you're here. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here.
Word for the year. I always like to make a word for the year to focus on and kind of give myself some direction for the year. Did you do that for yourself? Yeah. I actually created 2 words this year.
2 words. Boy, you were.
Slow and steady.
Ooh, yeah. I like
I
that.
have a tendency to get caught up in things and get way too busy, way too accelerated and fast, and just wind up being like this with my activities and my energy and so forth. So this year I'm aiming for slow and steady.
That's that turtle energy, right?
It's my crab energy. I'm a Cancer crab, month of July, and I am very much that. I carry my home on my back, and I come out and I snip my little snippers, and then I pull back in. Just ask James if that's not true.
Thank you.
But
Everybody has their ministry, right?
he is Taurus the bull. Can anyone say stubborn? So we each bring our gifts to the relationship.
Me? Stubborn?
So we each bring our gifts to the relationship.
All right. Well, we today are starting a new series. The January of every year, we like to talk about the foundational principles and how that they help us in our life and how we can work with them and what they are. And so we're going to be getting into that today. Principle 1 says that there's one power in the universe, which came as a relief to me, because for a long time I thought there was a giant control room in the sky. You ever think that? And that God was up there saying, okay, let's give James a traffic jam, and we'll give Leah a computer glitch, and let's rain on the picnic, but sunshine for the neighbor who we're secretly jealous of. All right? But Unity says, nope, that's not the way it is. There's not a committee meeting. There's only one presence, one power. Always good, always working, which means the universe is not out to get you. Isn't that great? It's actually for you, even when it doesn't look like it. The universe is always working for you on your behalf. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it is. So this series we've entitled The Agreements That Are Already at Work in Your Life. Did you know that you have agreements going on that you're not
Invisible
even
agreements.
maybe
Yes.
aware of? So this morning we start with the first one, and it's this agreement that beneath everything there is a presence at work. And it is this one presence and this one power. Jesus taught the first alignment, loving God with all your heart, with all your soul, mind, and strength. So to be in love is to be with one.
To be one with.
And, well, I was getting ready. To be
Okay.
with one
Okay.
and to be one with.
Yes.
We think that when we're in love with someone, we're with them. We're with the one. But really, that God's love, we're all connected, that one presence, that one power, we are one. We are in with one another. So to love is to be one with.
All there is love, but you have to connect with it, right? You have to connect with it. You can't wait for love to come to you. See, that's what we get incorrect sometimes. We're waiting for somebody to love us when actually it's already inside us. It just needs to be stirred up and spill over. And when it spills over, we begin to experience, we channel love, right? So as you channel it, then you connect with it. Does that make sense? See, it's not about waiting for somebody to come and to love you. You know, riding in on the white horse, you know, to rescue. No, that's not the way it works. It works from within you and then it goes outside, and then it spreads around. Then, because we're not really giving anything, it's already there. We're just connecting to the flow of life, the flow of love that's already there. Isn't that beautiful? So there's nothing that you have to try and get. You've already got it. Let's take a breath. Doesn't that feel good?
So think about this. The moment that you were born, the moment that little Henry is born, there is an entrance into a world where there is an agreement. And that agreement is that God is. Beneath everything, God is. Think about it this way. The presence already lives inside. As James said, you don't have to do anything to get it, to earn it, to work for it. It's already there, already present. Before we choose it, before we pray, before we think a thought, before we take that first breath, before little Henry takes that first breath, God is already present within, around, throughout. That's a comfort, my friends.
Yeah.
That's a comfort.
Can I ask you a question? Do you already know that this child is going to be called Henry?
No, it's not going to be called Henry. He's not going to be called Henry.
He's shaking his head no.
No, he's not. But it's little Henry. We know it's a boy.
What if it's a little Madeline? Oh, I guess it's going to be a boy, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a boy,
Okay.
right? Yes, it's going to be.
Well.
They want us to stop talking about them now. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
So there is already this agreement in place. There's not a contract that we signed consciously, right?
Right.
But it's a foundational reality that lives inside. Let me ask you this. When you get up in the morning, do you have to command the sun to shine? Do you have to command gravity to work? Do you have to step out of bed wondering if the law of gravity is going to work and you're going to fall flat on your face or you're going to be able to stand upright?
Can you imagine if gravity just stopped working? We'd all just float out into space.
What about this? When you wake up in the morning,
amazing.
Do you have to start your heart?
Right.
Do you have to get your breathing going? It was already taking place, wasn't it? It was already present.
Because it's trust. It's trust. It's an unspoken agreement. I trust that when I sit down, the chair is going to be there. Right? I trust that I don't have to negotiate with gravity every day. Mm-hmm. I trust that I don't have to earn oxygen. How many know it's a free gift? I can take as much as I want. There's no bill. We don't reauthorize the sun to rise every day. The sun, do you know the sun doesn't really rise and go down? It's always shining. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that good to know? The sun is always shining. It's just that our frame, of perspective, we don't see it shining. Right? Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. So spiritual truth works the same way. It is. God is. God is. The laws, they just are. They're eternal. They're principles that operate the universe. They're divine laws. And so there is this field that exists before there even was a you. It already existed. Isn't that wonderful? So, principle one is not about believing in God. It's about recognizing that field of intelligence that already exists. Make sense? It is already there. God is not a being inside the universe. God is the presence in which the universe exists. Say it with me. Ooh.
Think
Right?
about that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And so we call this in unity, we call it one power, one presence. And the full statement is this. There's only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. The all-loving goodness of God. The good, omnipotent, the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. Divinity is goodness and is present everywhere.
What does that do about my theory and my thinking about the devil?
Yeah, you can put that aside.
It
Here's
doesn't
what-
say that, does it?
It doesn't?
There's only one enduring power. One.
Yeah,
One.
that's it.
And
There's not two powers.
it's good.
Fighting it out.
It's good. Put that in your hat and think about it for a while.
Yes. So life has already agreed to certain things. You exist. I mean, you can't do anything about that. How many are here now? Right? You exist. That's a truth. You exist. And we are sustained. There is an intelligence inside my body sustaining me, taking care of me, making sure that I can breathe, making sure that my heart is beating, making sure that the blood is flowing, making sure that the liver is doing what it needs to do, making sure the kidneys are working, making sure that the joints, the artificial ones are working. Right? Making sure that it all works together. Isn't that fantastic? So we are supported. Let's say together, I am supported
I'm supported.
by this all-loving goodness. Wow. Think about how many ways you are supported. It just so happens you happen to live on a planet where there's plenty of food. There's vegetables. There's fruit. There's egg salad. Right? There's pizza. All the good stuff is here. And it's here for who?
Me.
For Leah.
And you.
And us, too.
And that's important to know, that because it's here for me and I engage in taking what is given for me and supports me, doesn't mean that there's not any for you. There's plenty. There's enough to go around. We are all supported. We are all sustained. And we're all given the ability to express.
Yes.
Now, some of us choose to express in better ways than others, right? But we're all given that agreement, the ability to express.
Absolutely. May I make an expression, a disclosure? No.
Oh, what?
What was that about?
I don't know. I thought you were going to just, What's your expression?
On Christmas Eve, no, New Year's Eve. I get them confused now when I think back. I started to have a little vertigo, getting a little dizzy, And during the service, I had to sit down, because there were two of you instead of just the one. And so anyway, I ended up Friday having to go to see the doctor and talk to him about it, figure out what this is. And so it was interesting what I learned and what I discovered is, and I'm still a little loopy, if you hadn't noticed. So it's not because...
Beyond the normal loopiness.
Yeah. But I thought on New Year's Eve, if I was a little loopy, it would have been okay. You know what I mean? Right? Because you're used to saying that on New Year's Eve, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so I went to the doctor and we went through the whole thing and figured some things out and gave me some stuff to work with it. But basically what I learned is that the body once you get this vertigo thing, your body has to relearn how to balance itself. And so there are some things that by fixing, it's like when I look around, I look at the whole room, sometimes the whole room will start moving. So I look at a chair and as a fixed point, and then that helps me balance. And what that does is that helps your body to begin to heal itself and restore itself. And you relearn to balance yourself all over again. Isn't that amazing? Your body does that. It's incredible. So anyway, I thought you might find that interesting. I thought it was interesting. So if I'm a little bit, I'm not going to be walking around a lot this morning, and I'm just going to kind of stay stable, right? And stay grounded. Yeah. And I love to ground myself. I think that's really important.
Yep. So with this idea that life is already agreed to exist, sustain, support, express, that means it's there and it's active before we even make any kind of choice. Before there is a choice, there is presence.
Yeah.
And there's a scripture in the New Testament that expresses this just phenomenally. It says, in spirit we live and move and have our being. Mm. We have our being in this presence. So big idea number one was that God is, wait a minute, where'd it go?
Right there.
Yeah, that there is a field before there is a you. Big idea two is that you did not create the agreement. You didn't have anything to do with it. You had no say-so in it. You were born into it. Right? You were born into it. Most spiritual struggle, think about this, most spiritual struggle comes from trying to negotiate what already is, what's already settled. We try to earn love, but love already exists. We try to convince God to show up in our lives, but God is already present. We try to deserve good and blessings. Good and blessings are already present. We don't have to do anything to earn or to try to manipulate or to do anything to get those things because they already are. They are already present. Think about electricity. You go into a room, you don't have to negotiate with the electricity. Now look, I've been really good this week and I deserve to have a room that I can see in. So would you please? We don't negotiate, do we? We don't plead with it. Please, 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 I could really use some light. I could use some electricity. We don't plead with it. We align with it, and how do we do that? We pay the bill. We pay the bill, we flip the switch, we make sure that the lights are plugged in.
Some things aren't free.
Right? But we don't have to negotiate it or plead our case with it. It just is. All we do is flip the switch. We align, we do what makes it work. So God is like this invisible power that's running through everything. And we don't have to negotiate or plead with it. We just align with it.
Yeah.
Having that awareness of that presence in every situation.
Yeah, you don't create electricity.
No.
You plug into it. Mm-hmm. All right? You just plug into it. And that's the same way that it is with divinity. You just plug in. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that make it more simple? Right? So the lamp doesn't strain to glow. It just allows the current to move through it. The power is constant. Even when the switch is off, there's still power there. Mm-hmm. How many have noticed that you ever put up the fan in the ceiling and and you touch a bare wire, you know what happens?
Yeah.
You get a charge.
Yeah.
The power is always on, but awareness is the switch. In other words, prosperity is there, but I want to become aware of it. Right? So I want to get under the waterfall of prosperity wherever it's coming. Make sense? I need to get in the flow of it. I need to get in the circulation of it. It's the same way with anything that we need. We need to turn on the switch of awareness and start paying attention to it. How many have purchased a car? Maybe it was a blue car. And then all of a sudden you notice all the blue cars that are out there. You become what? Aware. You are tuned in and turned on to the fact that lots of people drive blue cars. Mm-hmm. True, isn't it? And so it's the same way. Awareness brings you into what it is that you desire. And so then you begin to think about it. You begin to talk about it. You begin to meditate on it. You begin to connect to it. You begin to be more aware of it in your life. And you start pointing it out. You don't say, oh, I wish I had more prosperity. You say, oh, I see the prosperity is there, and I claim it, and I lay a hold on it, and I align with it, and I have it when? Now. And I'll let Spirit or God do God's part, and I just do my part. I have to plug in. It's very important. I have to plug in. It's like if you're going to be in a relationship, you have to what? Plug into the relationship for it to work. Yep. God is also like air, everywhere, sustaining life, unseen but essential. How many know that you must have air? You must have oxygen, right? It's very, very important. But you don't earn oxygen. You don't run out of it because somebody else breathed. Leah, you're taking up all the oxygen in the room, right? No. There's plenty in here. Isn't it great? It's unlimited.
And again, back to that idea of being supported. Isn't it amazing that we live on a planet that it just so happens that the trees need what we exhale, and then they create what we need to inhale.
Right.
The air and the carbon dioxide exchange. Isn't that a coincidence? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is no longer, is God present? God is present. The question is, am I arguing with what already is? Am I arguing with what already is? So the third big idea here is that when we forget this agreement, fear takes over. When we forget that underneath everything, God is supporting, expressing, right? We fall into fear. And fear is not evidence of the absence of presence, because we already said that it's always there. It's evidence of us forgetting that presence. And when we forget that presence, that agreement underlying everything, we feel alone. We say things like, where did God go? I feel so alone. We strive, we work, we try to impress God, right? We grasp. We spiritualize, this is an interesting one, we spiritualize lack. somewhere way back in the days, we were told that to be prosperous, to have money, was somehow not a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
That being in poverty and lack just showed how spiritual you were.
And that explains why trying to fight life, I'm going to get mine by hook or crook. What a lot of people think. I'm going to get what I deserve. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take advantage of people and I'm going to scam people and I'm going to lie, cheat, and steal and whatever I need to do to get what I want. I almost got dizzy there.
I was going to say, you better slow down. We have been taught so many ridiculous things.
Yeah.
And that's just one of them. So when we're having this feeling of God being separate, being absent, we reframe that and recognize that God has not gone anywhere. Spirit, whatever you wish to call the presence, has not withdrawn. Life hasn't suddenly turned against you. The agreement that exists hasn't been revoked. We have just taken our awareness from it. Nothing has gone wrong with the field that exists. We've just let ourselves become unaware of it.
We've switched off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of alignment, switched off, not aware, unconscious. Any of those words strike home? Yeah. So God is the ocean. Think about this. God is the ocean teeming with life. You go to the coast and you look out over that ocean, and for the most part it looks relatively calm, the few waves. We don't stop to think about everything that exists underneath. There are depths of the ocean that we haven't even probed yet, as I understand it. There are some things down there that look downright
Interesting.
strange,
mysterious.
right? There is so much life teeming underneath that calm facade. One is the many, and the many are the one. There's a perfect circle of life going on underneath there. Yeah. Everything else, people, planets, prayers, problems, those are all the waves. Those are all the things that we see on the outside, on the exterior. But
they rise and they fall.
Yes.
Rise and they fall.
They come and they go. But the ocean and all of that life underneath never leaves. And have you noticed that the wave is not separate from the ocean? Right? It doesn't come up and do its own thing. It remains part of the ocean. Even if it were possible for it to forget, it's still part of the ocean, part of that. It's the expression of that. And guess what? When storms come, when hurricanes come, when the most massive undertakings of
Typhoon.
Circumstances you can think of come, nothing underneath there is disturbed. And the ocean doesn't go anywhere. It remains. It still is.
God is.
So when we encounter the people, the problems, the this, the that, the storms, God still is.
Yeah.
And all that God is still teeming underneath, still there, still present.
You know, you look at the little fish, they swim in schools, and they just perfectly move together because they're controlled or managed by the one mind. The one mind, the one intelligence. Human beings are the only creatures that do not allow themselves to be led and guided by the one power, one presence. We have the option. Make sense? So we're the ones, you know. There's nothing wrong with the planet. Planet's beautiful. It's the people walking around on the planet that need to get it together. We need to learn how to move together, like the fish in the sea, work together on what's our highest and best, right?
It's amazing you never hear of a fish asking another fish, have you seen any water?
I'm thirsty.
Right? They're totally immersed in it as we are, but sometimes can't see it, not aware of it, right?
Yeah.
But you never see a fish asking about it. It knows. Awareness, not acquisition.
We're so
Is the
in
work.
it that we just forget. You know, we forget. We don't realize that I'm always in the presence. Always. I'm surrounded. I'm immersed in it. It's like the ocean. What a great metaphor that is.
Yep. And you don't have to say a special prayer to receive it. Mm-hmm. It already is.
Already is.
I love that. You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to beg and plead with God.
You
Please,
don't
God.
have to do anything.
That's right. That's right.
It just is.
Just become aware of it. Remove the blocks. That's the other half of the equation. There are blocks that are contained within us that we've built up over the years.
Yeah.
Beliefs, concepts, ideas, thoughts, training, programs. These are the things that keep us from being able to move with life.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You don't want to beat yourself up because you don't have it all figured out today. Mm-hmm. Right? You continue to grow into it. You grow into it. You evolve. You grow. You change. You learn. You adapt.
Yeah.
You're flexible. How many are flexible? We call this the unity community of flexibility. All right? Because we have to be flexible because things change all the time. Sometimes Leah forgets stuff. I mean, James forgets stuff.
No, I forget stuff. Yeah, I do.
No, right? And we have to adapt. We have to learn. We have to do what? We have to forgive each other. Well, I thought we were going to go to this restaurant on that day, and you weren't there, or you didn't meet me, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like this relationship thing is something else. We've been working on it a while, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we had
Have you
it
got me figured out
I thought
yet?
we had it down pretty good, but I don't know, the way you're talking, I'm like, are we okay? So really, this first principle.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, I think we're good. Around here in Unity, when we say God is, first principle, God is, what we're really saying is something, if you want to call it God, presence, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, something is already holding all of this. So God is really means that something is holding all of this. It just is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's beyond belief. It's not just about belief.
Because you don't have to believe it.
Yeah, I talk to some people say, I believe in God. Then you talk to somebody over here, I don't believe in God. You know? Okay. So what?
Yeah.
Are you living in the flow of life? Are you experiencing all the joy you can stand? Are you in love with your life? Are you in love with the people around you? Are you at peace with yourself? Have you made peace with yourself?
Yeah.
Right? These are the things that are real. It's not believing in God. Do you believe in God? Do you go to the right church that believes the right things about the right God? It's like, that's not even the question,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen. It's not. The question is, are you living in? Are you leaning in? Are you absorbing everything? Are you taking it all in? Are you experiencing life as it comes? You understand what we're talking about? This one presence and one power is with you, even in the hard times, even in the tough times. Because you don't feel it doesn't mean that God isn't there, because all you have to do is breathe for a moment and, like the breath, God is there. God is in the breath. God is in the body. God is in the mind. God is my stabilizing power in this moment. God is my balance point. You understand? God is my center. God is my life, my breath, my love, my joy. It's all of this. Are you getting it yet? Are you starting to maybe get a little glimpse? Yeah. And if you approach life in that way, then it's wonderful.
And in addition to all of that,
Yeah.
recognizing that God is good. This something is good.
Yeah.
There is no bad, evil, negative in it. God is good. Which is going to lead us to our second principle that we're going to talk about next week.
Yeah. That's where we'll talk about where does evil come in?
Ooh.
Because I want to know about evil.
Because if God is good,
everybody's interested about the bad stuff. You know, they want to know all this
but I want to talk
about
the
the
good
negative
stuff some more.
Okay, keep going.
If God is good, and this presence permeates everything, including you and I, and if we were born into this world already with this presence established, then that means that we are permeated down to the very cellular level with this presence.
There is no spot where God is not.
Leave you with that until we meet again next Sunday,
Yes.
where we will unpack that a little bit.
Very good. God is. Does that make more sense now? You get it? Oh, wow. We're going to turn down the lights. And I want to ask you to just get comfortable and relax for a minute. God is. It just means that something, someone, this essence is already holding everything right here, right now. You're being held. You're being embraced. You're being loved. What is that oxygen? What is that oxygen that just flows around your body? That's love. That's God. That's spirit. It's presence. You're being held in divine hands. Right now, without changing anything, notice that you are breathing. Just notice but you're breathing. You didn't initiate it. You didn't earn it. You're a participant. You're participating in it. This is one of those invisible agreements. I am your breath. I am your breath. This is that agreement in action. There's one presence. It's already here. It is already good. And I don't have to make it happen. Let go of that responsibility. God is. You fill in the blank. God is. What do you need this morning? God is. I choose to trust what already is. I accept the unconditional loving presence that is with me now. Healing my wounded heart, healing my broken body, restoring confidence, restoring trust, because I'm here to play my part. I'm here to bring the meaning to life. And I'm supported fully, completely. So I lean back into those divine loving arms. And God and I, we just snuggle for a little bit. We just cuddle for a little while. In the warmth and the glow. And the peace. And just breathe. And just breathe. If you know of someone this morning that you want to pray for, someone on your heart, I invite you to bring their name, a picture in your mind of them. However, if you want to do it, it's okay. And see them as surrounded and enveloped in this unconditional loving presence. We speak words of awakening and connection. Realization. We sing good thoughts and prayers to our loved ones, our family, our friends, our world. Peace. Peace. I know the waves rise, but then they'll fall. Another wave will rise, but it too will fall. Just let that be for a moment. Just imagine that you are safe in the midst of the ocean, in the midst of the atmosphere, the air around you. And there's plenty of power, there's plenty of electricity, there's plenty of that God energy to empower your life for you to be the highest and best version of yourself that you have come here to be. So plug in, receive it, and give thanks. The only appropriate response is thank you, gratitude, appreciation, and love. So for a moment now, I invite you to just sit in the quiet, in the stillness, and allow Spirit to wash over you. And just be. So we give thanks. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. In the name of all that is sacred, holy, and good, we say, so it is, and so be it. I invite you to reach and stretch for a moment. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your good energy this morning. It really is appreciated. All right. Well, unfortunately for Leah, wonderful for the rest of us, we didn't get a snowstorm.
We didn't even get a flake of snow.
That's right. So anyway, we're going to dedicate this song to Leah. And Chris is here to play it for us. And so we're just going to have a good time. Are you ready to have a good time? This is called First Snow. Here it comes, starting to fall down. You see it? Sounds like a cat. All right. Okay. Good job. Good job on the mandolin. Appreciate it. I'm seeing double today. I can't help it. Good job on the bass, the drums, guitar, keyboard. And thank you all for being here today. I hope you had a revelation. That's what it's about, right? How many know why you come to church? You gotta tell people why they come. You come in order to have an experience with the divine. That's it. That's the bottom line, isn't it? Let's all stand together. Thanks so much for being here today.
Let's say together.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Give yourselves a hand. All right.
Have a seat.